going back to, let me... Back to Wineport. We get to see baby Alizé. I wonder if he has anything different to say. Oh, so you meet again. The rest of the company, Lanel and Ua in particular, may live for the thrill of the battle, but just between you and me, I prefer wine to blood. I mean, one of them tastes better, unless you're a vampire, but I am not. Touchy, touchy. Yeah, that was fighting my way. I literally flew over here. But yeah, that was fighting my way over here. I was expecting you, Ishnai. By your coming, I take it you've successfully located the cavern entrance inside Castrum Accidents. It's gonna be Occidents. So that just where it is to be found. Marvelous. Oh, but allow me to properly introduce myself. Jabok is my name, and it's my honor to serve Lady Alizé. Though for reasons of convenience, at present, I also serve the Maelstrom. This uniform accords me certain privileges, you see. In particular, ready access to the Maelstrom's regional scouting reports. They prove a wealth of local knowledge, including information on secret passages. But enough about me. I shall notify Lady Alizé of your discovery, that she may be prepared for the expedition. Though I don't doubt your abilities, none can say what danger lurks beneath the Castrum accidents. For my lady's sake as well as yours, please spare neither preparation nor cautious. Pray choose your companions well. Yes. Me, myself, and I. Cool. One of these apparently is a labyrinth, and I am going to hate every last second of it. Imperial Exploratory Site 237 yams. I don't know where I'm going. The scars left by the calamity. I can scarce breathe for the sulfate of aether. Tell me, have you ever seen corrupted crystals such as these? Yes. Such crystals manifest across the realm with the course of the great river of Aether was irrevocably altered 5 years ago. Behold, one of the objects that caused the alteration. A fragment of lesser moon Dalamud. An ancient Alga created Dalamud, or meteor, to use the Gallian name, to serve as a celestial prison for Bahamut. Its fall inflicted grievous wounds upon the land, wounds that have yet to heal, as evident for the corrupted crystals. Amazing, Dalmud's interior defenses still function in spite of everything. A testament to the ingenuity of Alligans. Yeah, damn you, Fandango. The Garleans seek to appropriate their advanced technology. I'm certain it. We're about to come face to face with secrets that have long laid buried within the sands of time. Great dangers may lie beyond, but we have come too far to turn back. The truth of the calamity is within reach. Cool. I will probably need to go spend some Allagan tomes. ADS. Why do I feel like Final Fantasy VIII suddenly when we're inside the Empire thing crystals with Laguna? I mean, the crystals are a different color, mind you. Gasp. Gods preserve. Dark wings that would engulf the very heavens. This could only belong to Bahamut, the primal who laid Eorzea to waste 5 years ago. At Cartano, my grandfather sought to imprison Bahamut anew by evoking the power of the 12. Alas, the dread worm proved too powerful, and he soon broke free of his confines. Yet, instead of resuming the destruction he'd begun, Bahamut vanished. Whether to, no one knew until this day. I mean, the Empire seems like they knew, but I do not understand. If Bahamut is truly a primal, how is it that he retains his physical form? Did Grandfather defeat him, or is there some other explanation? If we must press on if we are to learn the truth. Ever feel like you're being stalked by someone? Running, running, running. I think I'm going the right way, question mark. What the plates? Are you exploding on me? And not in the fun way? Is there a specific direction? I did not look up anything about this. So especially during the parrot maze area, there might be some screaming involved. In fact, all of it may be screaming. We'll see. Aether field dissipates. Nothing up here. Dark Battle Pelican. What's over here? It's an optional thing. If I'm gonna murder things, I might as well murder everything! Oh, there is a treasure coffer. That's, what? I guess they decided to make this more like raids, like raids rather than trials. I mean, they did that a bit with Alexander, but they moved away from that after that, so that it's just we fight them here now. Oh, I accidentally, by the way, got on the roulette, accidentally got one of the Omega raid ones that was after the first one that I hadn't done. So I did that one. I'll probably, whenever I do decide to do Omega, go ahead and do it again just to show my mild panic when it comes to gravity and the tentacle monster. Oh. That took a bit. I don't like. Can we name it Midgard? Oh. Say, there were two of them inside each other. Take that as you will! The place of shadows coming. Oh, back there. Papa. What am I supposed to do? The next one in a row? Receive any 5 floors in the rating tier, although the turn 5, so I have. We're going deeper! 912 yams. Yams. Is yams like a yard? Mile? Mounds? Back node. I don't know if I'm allowed to make an AIDS joke. That was it? That was it? Okay. Can I spend? Go back to Adelshire so I can, I guess, buy a... Oh wait, I also need to go for weapons. I am. Alright. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, cat. Cool. I think. Oh, don't give me vertigo, game. 1,233. Engine room. The Ragnarok. You mean the not Ragnarok that I saved the world in. Um, 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 Oh. I don't... what? Huh? Oh. I hate this already! No, it's worried. Oh. Silent terminal. If I hit it, will it stop being silent? I hate this! I'm figuring I have to go where... Where are there creatures that look like I need to be here for to kill? That! Well. Good thing I don't have, like, a fear of heights or anything to, you know, torture me with this! I don't know what I'm doing! Does this look like the correct direction? I guess! Well, I guess we're going in that direction. I hate. Thank God! I think. I think I'm doing this correctly! Everybody get together. Y'all good and together? Thank you. touchy. Damn. My own sanity, might as well grab another. Back to Wineport. Are you gonna actually give me a boss? Am I supposed to start what do I touch something? Oh, silent terminal. Well, I prefer my terminal silent. I'd rather not them yelling at me. You know the person who did the voice, the AOL voice You've Got Mail apparently died today or yesterday? Recently? You know, these don't particularly look like clockwork per se, and this is coming from somebody who fetishizes steampunk, so, you're gonna blow up on me, aren't you, since you're staying there? So, how many are these? And when are you going to stop sending them? The answer is then. Ba 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 da day. Come down. Oh, we're in his claws? That's not creepy at all. Or feet? Also don't like that idea. not much of a feet person. Whether dragon or not. Right hand. I guess, like Alexander, we also have to go with the left hand. This is going rather more smoothly than I expected. It is indeed convenient to have a hero on hand. Gods, that the cavern should open up again, even at this depth. Ha! This resembles a finger. Yeah, yes. And it should! This is Bahamut's hand! Oh, good that you're keeping up. And with the wings, it seems to be frozen. And for that, I count my blessings. But again, I find myself wondering, how is it able to retain physical form? I had assumed that Bahamut's reversion into Aether was the cause of the widespread changes to the realm. But if he is still here, then that theory is no longer holds. What was it, then, that brought about the realm's sudden regeneration? There's still so much we do not know about Cartano. I would say that the developers turned the server on and off again. I haven't the slightest inkling of how deep these caverns run, but we must continue. The server was acting up, so they turned it on and off again. Bad jokes, yes. Subjugated dragoons. Anyways, the binds that tie. Finding Coil of Bahamut completed! This is a place. Silent terminal. Touchy, 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 touchy. This contraption is used to control the saturation of Aether. I suppose there's only one way to find out. We're touching it. Nothing bad's gonna happen. The dragon you vanquished earlier, doubtless you noticed the peculiar contraption around its neck. It's likely a receptor of some sort of subscription used to enslave the creature. Ancient Alligator possessed the means to control dragons, it would seem. The Ishgardians would kill for this knowledge, though, to be sure, it could easily be brought to bear against them. An army of dragons could turn the tide of any battle, as the Garleans once learned to their sorrow. I would not be the least surprised if they now sought to exploit this power. Whatever their plans, this serves as another reminder that the might of the Alligans. One cannot help but wonder how so advanced a civilization came to fall. Somebody who wanted the world to burn. Keep himself from dying. Again. Even if it means destroy everything around him. Since he was resurrected. must be good. I killed those. This is Bahamut's head. And a heart? Is he regrowing? Was he used as a base for Tiamat's summon? That enormous crystal, it pulsates as if it were a heart. Then the primal that had awakened. Was Bahamut all this time? No! This cannot be true! This would mean that grandfather died for naught. Hi, hon, how are you? Confound it. We do not know how to strike at it now. We must withdraw. I don't know. I have a sword. Let me strike at it. Who is that? No, can't be. Are you sleepy? Grandfather, is that truly you? I'm doing well. Oh yeah. Sunday so far is basically what it is. Usually for right now. No, don't leave me again, please. Grandfather! Got to level 16. I know we can do no more for now. What people don't realize is you're not supposed to do the side quests until after you've done the main quest. So basically people end up doing all the area quests when that's just side dressing and not. Some people just end up doing a whole bunch of side things rather than... But this looks like... How did we come to be in northern Thunland of all places? Thunland. Oh, but such detail matters little. Grandfather's alive, Ishnai! X'd out. Bahamut did not defeat him. But why won't he return to us? I don't understand. This expedition has yielded more questions than it did answers. At any rate, we both be better for a rest. Let's return to the waking... God damn it! And reflect on what we have seen. Thank you, Ishnai. Without you, none of this would be possible. Goddamn, pray return to the waking sands. Well, daily roulettes kind of help with that. So what was your poison? I mean, class you chose? Okay, return to the goddamn waking sands. You think after all this time we'd finally, you know, have a transport thing in Vesper Bay? Don't remember the name. What was the weapon you used? I had an elf, though. Elzen. A sword. Pally, most likely. It's been like 2 years. That's fine. L'Orange! You're still in your old Realm Reborn outfit, still here. Oh, hey, Alizé, and you're still in the... I'm pleased to see you again, Ishnai. I've already shared the fruits of our expedition with Urianger. Let us together ponder their implications. But speak with you regarding the experience inside the binding coil. Full glad I am for thy safe return. Lady Alizé hath apprised me of thy experiences. Dang. Yeah, I'm nowhere near. I started a few months ago. But I've slowed down trying to get all the old things done before I start the new expansion. Since they say it's basically it's the closing of a chapter and onto a different story, so I just feel like I should at least close as much of the past chapter as I can before I get too into the next chapter. Also, I don't have thumbnails for the next chapter, so that is also the reason. Full glad for thy safe return. Lady Alizé apprised me of thy many experiences. As thou wilt doubtless be aware, Master Louis Sois was my lady's grandsire. Gravely concerned was I for her safety, but 'twould seem I need not have been so. With all my heart, I do thank thee for watching over her. But come, thou must speak with Mistress Alizé upon that which transpired within the binding coil. May it serve to bring us closer to the truth of the calamity. Still stating primals. Still talking about all the old stuff. Or my master's grandchild from Earthly Harm. It's important of Munim's the truth, thou seekest the primal unknown. Is it because you've gotten bored of the game, or is it decisions the game is making, or why? Well, you'll have to find something else. Ah, yeah. Shall we begin then? Urianger, I understand you have a report of your own to share with us. Aye, my lady, even thou did emerge from the depths. The etheric disturbance betokening primal activity was observed. And Mordona, it marked first. By comparison of time and magnitude, we have since deduced its origin, the Cartano Flats. Oh, I'm just super... yeah. Only so much... Absolutely true. Strange, there have been no reports of primal activity in that region. It could only have been Bahamut. It would certainly explain how we came to be in northern Thanlan. Somehow, the cavern took us all the way from Vilbrand to the heart of Anderland. It would seem so, my lady. That's good, at least. I do like Genshin a lot. Say, I'm excited for the next update, too. Though they said it's an interlude, so it's not going to be the kind of next main foray into the story, Archon story, so... It is but certain. It's fine. It's almost certain then that Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago. I miss AR. I don't know what AR I am. I haven't paid attention to that any more than I've needed to, since I don't need it to continue on with Archon quests and stuff. After Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago, he hid himself deep beneath Cartano and is laid dormant, regenerating. I, my lady, taken together with thine own account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land's slowness to heal, and the disorder of the etheric currents point to one conclusion. It's not the highest. It's right before the highest, since they added a new level to that. I can ascend it, yes, but it's... Like I said, since they added the new Ascension level, I haven't touched gone any higher. Bahamut stirreth. If left unchecked, the primal shall drink of Eor's life force till he doth wake to rain ruin upon the land. Yeah, I'm at least that, yeah. Rest assured, I do not mean to give up, Ishnai. Bahamut may still live, but so too does my grandfather. Matter of pride. I haven't because the matter of enjoyment is more than my matter of pride. For the past 5 years, he's been keeping vigil over his nemesis, making certain that the primal does not escape. Magister Louisois doth yet live? I durst not hope. Thou art certain 'twas no mere manifestation of thine all too sorely felt grief. Which domain? Could go level 8 and beat him. Oh. Oh, that one? Yeah. Gonna say, the world bosses still... They're a hit or miss on whether I survived them. I'm not that good at it. I'm doing it. It's either beating him on world level 9. I mean, good luck with that. Goodness. I haven't. I am been picking my way through them, but not all of them. Mainly because, and this annoys me the most, is I don't think I have a good electric team. And the time that there's been electric characters, they don't come home. I right now need to level up. I have Raiden all the way up, but I need to work on both her artifacts and her skills. But my Electro team currently is, if I remember correctly... Well, now that I got Raiden, I need to switch that up. I usually have... the Electric Ninja Lady, my mind's dying with her name, as a kind of healer. And of course I have, Farina. And usually, currently my attack one was Sino, but now that I have Raiden, I'm gonna switch her out. Yeah. And usually I have, Tanari as the final one. Mainly because I can set things down with him. And then shoot, kind of thing. Know how desperate this may sound, Oriange, but I saw him with my own 2 eyes, as did Ishnai. But he vanished deeper into the labyrinth before he had the chance to speak. 2 more like fragments of Damu pierced the earth where the lesser moon fell. Once we have seen... Aggravate rather than hyper bloom. Aggravate is fire, right? Yeah. Basically, throw out the, his bomb thing, and then aggravate his Electrodendro. Okay. Well, it can kind of be a mix of it, because, Farina's going. I like her because she can hit, her... little minions can run around and hit at a range. Oh yeah, Tanari was also the one that actually started to get me to like bow characters. When which at first I wasn't particularly fond of them, but the ability to basically send out something and yeah. Vaporize is fire and water. If I'm remembering correctly, right? I played too many games at this rate. But yeah, and I have, I think, Tanari at... Well, my main team actually is, when I'm not having... like I said, I don't have a good Electro team, but my main team currently is... Tanari, Yanfei, Farina, and then sometimes it's the Electro Ninja Lady, or it's Kazuha. So I can get swirl damage. But also technically vaporize because Yanfei and Farina. Yeah, I still need to get Raiden up though. She didn't come home for 2 other banners, so I'm kind of was surprised when she finally did come home, so swear I've kept Yanfei all the way through since I got her. Yeah, Raiden came home on the last rerun. I was lucky. One we have seen, but if we can find the other 2, I'm certain we can find Grandfather as well. Double crowned. Damn. Yeah, surprisingly, by accident, well, one of them I did choose just to add another, constellation to Tanari when we were given a free choice. But then I ended up pulling a second, I think, with a blue one, so that, I have Tanari at Constellation 3. Well, first of all, I'm a Fox VTuber. I'm required to at least have some preferential treatment towards foxes. Second of all, it's just because I use Tanari in a lot of my, comps that don't include ice. If thou so believeth, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If it pleases you, I shall notify the grand companies of this development. All of Eosia must stand united if we are to avert a repeat of the calamity. No, she has not come home! Sadly, she did not come home. Cry. Yeah, Miko did not come home. That would be not be necessary, Oriange. Being the great reconciliator as he is, Alphino will seek to unite Eorzea of his own accord. If rumors are true, that endeavor is already well underway. A lot? Or let me guess, just a few. Just to rub it in. So let us lead the diplomacy to the diplomat while we continue our investigation of Bahamut. About course 1. I swear to you, no matter what it takes, we'll find my grandfather and uncover the whole truth of the calamity. Ishnai, you have heard me swear to do these things, but without your strength, I cannot hope to make good on my word. Oh, good that you recognize that. The danger of Eorzea is not past. I mean, sure. For the sake of all who abide here, I pray you will be ever our sword in the darkness. Sure. Alizé is pledge, but it's my action that has to do all this. Ryonji would delve deeper in the mystery surrounding the elder primal Bahamut. A crystal-choked abyss lieth beneath the Cartano Flats, the unholy cradle of an elder primal, and by thy hand were truths great and terrible wrestled from the once celestial depths. Yet, as it oft the case, an answer both breed profound a profusion of questions. I would say, oh, the one, of course it was something simple like one, rather than me that literally, basically, if I remember correctly, it was Raiden and then her. So I was hoping it to get Raiden, and I didn't get Raiden, and then so I had pity. I had pity, and I didn't get her. Well, at least I thought I did. I don't think it was max pity, but it definitely. And the unknown doth beckon an irresistible lure. Nahida. Nahida's nice when doing exploring and collecting things. Ne'er have the mysteries of the Red Moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Lady Alizé has sent word of her coming. 'Tis time once more to brave the precipice, and leaping unflinchingly into the jagged wound that doth gape beneath the land. I guess pulled on... What was Nahida also running with? Mine apologies. I trust I've not kept you waiting over long. Ishnai, I am both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I will not waste your time with trivialities. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of what we have learned, and what we hope to have learned anon. Already have Hotao. Got her weapon. Nice. I do not have Hotao. I'm not sure I particularly like her playing style, being that she gets damaged. I will forget about her health and she will die on me. Initially, there was evidence of a new primal that led us to delve into the cavern beneath Castrum accidents to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalmud. As you well recall, what we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of the fallen's satellite. Within the depths of that structure, we discovered not the new primal we expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. Yet, even this great revelation was soon to be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather. I have since shared our sundry findings with Bros, eminent scholar of the Sons of Sun Kochin, and he in turn did kindly furnish me with this theory concerning the elder primal's Allegan prison. Oh yeah. 'Twould seem that Domod was instructed to gather unto itself the rays of the sun, thence channeled this radiant bounty into the crystal tower. The ancients saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unmanageable magnitude. 'Twas for this reason that they bound him within the Red Moon to serve as its living core. Fun! Living! Do you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey? The colossal devices that surrounded and seemed to cradle the incomplete form of the Elder Primal? I have yet to get a good feel on her. But I think that's more or less because I haven't played her as much, because I haven't gotten her up in levels, you know? Do you remember the site Kazuo works? Spilton. Okay. Also heals. Okay. Okay. Seems to cradle the incompetent complete form of the Elder Primal. Don't need to swirl. Okay. Though, one of the things I noticed is she has to have two of the same element in the team, and I don't... At least from what I understood, and I don't particularly like that. From the information provided to us by the Sons of Konuch, we have learned that these contraptions were termed interim husks that each bore the designation Ragnarok class. Not two of the same elements? The purpose of these husks is to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape. Other than Geo. Okay. And second, they are meant to feed him. Perversely, the self-same energy which prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporal manifestation. She does nothing for those. Okay. Bahamut is permitted to neither to die nor to truly live. He's merely allowed to be. For century upon century was the Elder Primal thus imprisoned, bound about in feathers so subtle in their workings, yet so adamant that though his cell be destroyed, Bahamut lieth yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. Do add them. She doesn't heal anymore. Ah. It has long been held that the primals require the prayers of their faithful followers to exist. Yet none alive worship Bahamut. Then could it be that the Alligans found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems the only logical explanation. I would postulate, therefore, that the regenerative mechanisms in question also supply akin to something of the power of prayer. Consequently, if all the intermediate husks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into the aether. Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we've determined the Elder Primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Oh, really? Thus do we commence to scour the realm, and found in the 12th wood an yet unexplored fragment of the lesser moon bearing a most familiar etheric signal. No, I don't think she's a... Okay. Well, I was to say, the swirl is nice when it comes to a lot of things. After conducting a preliminary investigation, we believe we have discovered a point from which the northern shroud fragment and second of the interim husks can be entered. Oh, definitely. As Aor's sword in the darkness, I would have you once more lead charge. Can you not call me such things? I'm just... Send me where I need to go. Sword in darkness? That makes me sound more epic than I am. I will, of course, be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head to Fall Gourd Float and make yourself known to my assistant. Serpent, Lieutenant Anna Ellie. The fallen fragment is not too far from the settlement, and her position provides a convenient rendezvous point. Oh, yeah. The other time I like using is, Venti for that, at least. I will break these elegant feathers, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut. We've bent our backs in an effort to erase the scars of calamity, all in ignorance of this monumental mystery slumbering beneath our feet. We discover aught we may concern Bahamut in his elegant prison. Let's the dearest of the earth of understanding invite unimaginable demise. Alright. Yes, the Ciarfox. I have been expecting you. My name is Anna Ellie. I have been accorded the rank of lieutenant within the Order of the Twin Adder, that I might better assist Alice with her endeavors here in Twelfthwood. The thing I care about most is... Well, that's understandable. Such authority has allowed me to act without interference from the local soldiery, and to conduct preliminary investigation of the Outer Springs fragment. From what we've seen of the exterior, the structure shares many a common feature with the one you explored in La Nocia, and likely plays host to a similar complement of guardians. Please don't make me maze. Please don't make me maze. But I fear words alone will do little to prepare you for what lies ahead. Pray, seek out my companion to the south and west. He is in charge with observing all that occurs in the vicinity of the fragment. Will be well placed to show you the things of nothing less. Alright. Where are you? All the way over there. Cool, cool. Hiding behind the root. Please don't be another maze. What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being grounded into a bloody pulp under the granite fist of a wandering golem, I suggest you bugger. Oh, my apologies, madam. Lady Alice did send word of your impending arrival, but seems I've grown rather too accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. Behold, if you will, one of the fallen shards of the Red Moon, Dominu, saying it wrong. Our initial survey uncovered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which is fortunate in itself, meant that the approach to the fragment is yet to be cleared. After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path which should grant you access to the entrance, and that, I'm afraid, is where our progress ended. Hi, Haru! That's fine. The interior, well, I assume that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first. The master who controls will be located at the bottommost layer, past all the ingenious and deadly defenses of which the ancient Alligans seem to be so indecently fond of. If you would know more, I'm afraid there's nothing else but to be brave the depths of the fragment yourself. Lady Alice will be soon arriving at Falgord. Pray do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine our young mistress will be most eager to commence the expedition. The road ahead promises peril plenty, and I would humbly suggest that there is not an occasion to stint on preparation or provisions. May the 12th watch over you. You know what? I might switch over to my astrology for this. That. Mr. Ciarfox, I trust the private's explanation was worth the journey? I mean, you could have told me this without me going back and forth. Simply securing an approach to the fragments. Entrance provides a monumental task. I do not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. If there's aught else, I might ask you to aid. Ah, Lady, my apologies. Master Alphino. Has there been a change of plan? Oh. Arianche informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow Scion before she disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Ishnai, though I would strenuously deny it were she present, my sister's admiration and affection for our grandsire exceeds even mine own. Upon the matter of his legacy, therefore, Alice is wont to go above and beyond the call of duty. In our grandfather's absence, she made the salvation of Eorzea her personal crusade. 'Twas that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil. Yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concern. No, it's her subsequent fixation on my grandfather's shade that worries me the most. The question to rid the world of Bahamut must not come to a quest to save a man long dead. My sister needs a better reason to fight. A time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders. I mean, it happened a few times. And when it does, we must be strong in our resolve, and certain of the stakes for which we risk it all. There's a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alisaie must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her for he is gone. I am glad it is you whom she makes this journey. Are you? If Alisaie is to discover a deeper purpose, then where better to find one than the size of Eorzea's greatest champion? Shut up. I'm not. 'Twas there I found mine, after all. Shut up. But it's past time I was gone. Fair fortune to your endeavors this night. I did nothing. Y'all did fine. Lieutenant Ellie, was it? I appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister. Lady Alisaie is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in the confident expectation of your triumphant return. Join. Please let none of them be a fucking maze again. Please, 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 please. Okay. There's been a glitch in the Matrix. How strange. Why could we not see this all before? I suppose it's only expected that a corrupted crystal should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragments likely pierced the ground to a depth many hundreds of yalms. Swirling aether leaking from the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it's not as if we expect this to be a straightforward task. Let us tread carefully, shall we, Ishnai? I mean, don't I always? I mean, except when I'm not. Apocalypse! It's imperative we went through the depths of the structure and disable the mechanisms that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather on the way, I shall not let him go again, not where there's hope he may still be saved. But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our mind until after we've successfully gained entrance to the place. That opening up ahead appears to be a suitable point of ingress. How are you not in line of sight? You're gonna come after me again, aren't you? Breaking things for the win. Breaking things! Bum, bum. Yeah. He go boom. Well, not really boom, he go smush. He go smush smush. Welcome back, hun. Me murdering plants. The huge. Decided I might as well do it as a healer. Don't know why. Touchy, touchy, touchy. Opie, opie. Yes, killing plants. They decided to go rah-rah. That armor! No, it couldn't be. Be on your guard, Ishnai, though it defies all reason that he should live. I know of only one who wears such an armor. He whom the Empire raised as the Black Wolf himself. Legatus of the 7th Legion? No, I was talking about the plants that went rah-rah. I speak of the madman who brought the Meteor Project to fruition. We faced the White Raven, Nail Van Darnus, harbinger of the 7th Umbral Era. Nail Van Darnus? Ah, that was the name of the fool who perished upon the eve of the promised Age of Glory. It should not be uttered within these hallowed halls. Are you Amud? Maybe. Out of love for his loyal servant, the one true deity named me Nail Dias Darnus? One true entity. Deity Bahamut. He speaks of Bahamut. Oh Lord Bahamut, thy name is as sweet as the water to parched lips. How my heart swells at thy sacred touch. No touchy, no touchy, no touchy, no touchy. This blessed sanctum is the domain of my God and his beloved children. Seek to defy its glory and you'll answer to me. I mean, I think he has too much flair to be Ganyu. No touching. Ah. No touching the horns. How is it possible? From what Alphino has told me, Nile was slain on the eve of the calamity. Yeah, she also needs to actually be forced to take a break. Like a true vacation. Whatever the truth of the matter, we must be on our guard. There can be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal. Thickest, yes. Yeah, as Cloud Retainer has said, yes. And Ganyu's tried to get her to shut up about. She also killed a creature as a baby because it choked on her. Cloud Retainer has stated this! Ganyu tried to stop her in the middle of saying it, but I mean, especially since she was a baby at the time or whatever, and being able to take down. I'm about to kill a Mizune. Will the Mizune here look like the Mizune from, Oh no, she's hot. Then again, Mizune are the dragon familiars. Da 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 da. Well, she apparently ate well as a kid. Like, she had all the American French fries. Central Dex. 23,256 yalms. I'm gonna throw this out there. Cows eat flowers and shit, and they're pretty big. I'm reminded of the passages beneath Castrum accident. We must have traveled quite some distance below the surface. More of the same tunnels. 12s be good. Surely they could... Goats are omnivores. Trust me on this. More of the same tunnels, 12s be good. Surely they cannot continue all the way from the upper floors. It's difficult to see inside, but I have a terrible feeling those corridors house more of the dreadful guardians you have already faced. It is said that Alligans excelled in the creation of chimerical beasts, and that the Red Moon teemed with thousands and thousands of fantastical monstrosities, all to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal. Goats are omnivores. I wonder... No, they are herbivores for the most part, but they can eat other things if need be. But yeah, for the most part, they are omnivores. I mean, most part herbivores, but they can eat other things. Dental plan. Needs braces. Ha! Dental plan. Absolutely. Though... Simpsons reference. Oh. I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. Was she talking? I was checking something. Well, omnivore doesn't just mean meat. It can mean bugs, all this other stuff. Anyways. Let's get back to what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, they do try and eat it. One of the things they need in their diet is copper. And oh god, don't make this another. Don't make this another. It's the third turn. It's gonna be another maze. Please, no. Please, no. Yamate. Because we're talking about Ganyu. Am I supposed to be avoiding those? Except there's no point in me avoiding them. Because I'll just take them out anyways. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going in this. I guess I don't go that way. Trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go with this. Don't you love stuff like this? Am I going the right way? It's a maze. Guess I'm trying to get down there. Where I'm supposed to be. Fine. Thank God that when I'm finished with this, I'm not coming back. You can't make me. Oh, that is cool. Oh, this is... we go. Might switch back to being my red mage. Let's see. 6,329 yalms. Yeah, deeper we go, it becomes a void. Like we're above everything. Clouds, sky. Blood moon. That surely cannot be Dammud. How? Where are we? The final resting place of Nel van Darnus. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to also kill your grandfather again, Alizé, at the rate this is going. This is a grave for the undeserving. And for the crime of trespassing upon my God's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your grave too. Yeah, sure. No! Back before she was a red mage. Oh, she's hot. I mean... In the hour of his failure, Nel van Darus felt the currents of aether begin to bear away his essence. But before oblivion could claim the last of him, a divine will reached out, and I was born. Then did the words of my God resound in mine ears. Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat, that they may know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied. Okay, less hot, less hot, less hot! Wait. Nope, still less hot. 'Twould seem that little remnant of Nel's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the brink of oblivion, and the result is this strange simulacrum. Nevertheless, her aura speaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal himself. Oh, shame. Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall escape thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull, unthinking beasts, bare your teeth. They will avail you not in the calamity to come. I mean... No, but I wouldn't be surprised about Google on that. Oh, come on. Invincibility period. I hate you. Oh, no, I know it's not a conspiracy theory. I'm not surprised with how businesses are run nowadays. I'm gonna be hit by everything. Can we stop at the meteors? If I want to be hit, it's not like that. I'm guessing correctly that I'm supposed to hide behind this one. Can I? Oh, she dragooned me. The fuck? Alright. Guess I can't stand the fuck still. Come on. Oy. Maybe I should look up this fight. I guess. Proceeds not to. Oh, I get it. I get it. I hate it, and I get it. Please don't moan for me like that. Ah. We are on the holodeck. Oh god, she's back to being hot again. Poor creature, would that you have never been born. That's a mean thing to say. You have surrendered your physical form and collapsed into aether, but Bahamut has denied you death and imprisoned what little is left of you in an ethereal shell resembling what, I wonder? Images from your memory? Perhaps? But that shell is now broken, and your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence. It really does not matter for me, yes. My primal deity, I kneel to no icon. For what do I have to beg for the favor of such filth? I am Neil van Darnus, Legis of the 7th Legion. No, a moment, my thoughts are clouded, and this body is not my own. Could it be that you spoke the truth? Was I ensorced by the Lesser Moon's ancient prisoner? That will not happen again. You speak of Bahamut no longer controls you, but that's impossible. Once a primal enslayers the mind, it cannot be freed. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim, what need has he of a broken spirit bound for the ethereal realm? Oh, that I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. The irony is galling. Do not assume that all of my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor Project to be resurrected. Mine and none other. Yet, it seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied me. Now, please, you must tell us more of the calamity. I must know the truth of what befell the world, and what became of my grandfather, Archon Louis Sla. You are Louis Sla's grandchild. Ah, the fates are generous with their cruelty. Continue on, if you want to have your answers. They await you at the terminus of your path, but know that this path only leads to despair. The light of truth was ever harsh and unforgiving. I mean, despair is something you haven't. Why do you say that? My grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's restoration, will he not? What are you not telling us? I have to murder him. Right? Steel yourself, child. Only unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak can do naught but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did the frail child I once was. Silence, chattering raven. Your wretched wings are broken, and you shall soar no more. My crimson moon, your brilliance sears mine eyes. Well, the thing with dragons is they actually... The term male and female doesn't really exist with them, if I remember correctly. What's revealed in, at least what the dragon from, Razat Han said. So, kind of that way, but dragons don't actually have genders to some degree by the sound of it, if I remember. I recognize that voice, Ishnai, but never would you say such words. Come, let us finish what we came to do. All will be right when the final lies dormant. Grandfather will be himself again, I'm sure of it. Bahamut regenerates more swiftly than I anticipated. Let us hope that disabling this core will serve to slow the process. The display, it seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanisms we found in the Nosian Hulk. Shouldn't pose a problem. Ishnai, forgive me. The moment I beheld Nell's transformation, hope wilted in my heart. I did not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. For all your fabled strength and skill, I felt certain I was going to lose you, just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, a man who not seemed impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. Yeah, but one of us was blessed by, Heidelin. And yet, look how far we have come. 'Tis incredible the feats of which we are capable of, our boundless potential. Yeah, Bahamut the Dragon was chill. 'Twas the capacity for greatness, I believe, that grandfather so dearly wished to protect. With all that has occurred, I have come to understand that much at least. Tis done. Shall we make our way back to the surface and gather our thoughts? We have seen much that will benefit Urianche's learned perspective. Who knew my grandfather would attack me that isn't my grandfather? Grandfather, it is you. Then why? Abandon this quest, Alizé. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils. Sabotage? But we must disable the corpse if we are to prevent coils to prevent Bahamut's revival. Your defiance seals your fate. Excuse me while I stand here and glare at you. No, you're not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never. Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well. We all exist the pleasure of one divine will. Yeah, mine. Currently. And the word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. No! Because Lord Ciarfox can override that. Scurry back to your holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve, but should you be so foolish as to crawl into my lord's domain again, I will crush the life for you myself. Yes! Ooh ooh! The light in grandfather's eyes. He has suffered the same fate as now. My grandshire is no more. That was not but a phantom that profanes his noble memory. This mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I free grandfather's soul from Bahamut's tyranny. Do you hear me, Bahamut? Your time is at an end. Eorzea and my family will be avenged. Yeah, I'll be the one doing the avenging, though, right? Right? Alize, don't make me have to come and rescue you. Keen to see. Truly, it's wonderful to escape that stifling air and return to Northern Thailand again, it would appear. I must thank you, Ishnai. Were it not for your bravery, I strongly doubt I would be standing here now. But you need not tarry on my account. The danger is past. Pray, go on ahead and apprise Arianche all that has occurred. I will join you anon. My thoughts are yet unruly, and I would rest here a while. Yes, pray, return to the goddamn waking sands. Alright, Haru, I hope you sleep well. The triumphant hero doth return. Thine eyes speak of the dreaded task completion. The second coil is now lieth dormant. Yet I sits the tidings thou bearest are not altogether glad. Pray tell me, what ill has cast the shadow which fallen now across thy brow? Oh, you know, I have to murder people. Again. Oh wait, I'm okay with that. An old foe and an old friend. 'Twas but an ethereal shadow of Master Louisoix that Alice beheld, an unnatural conjugation and thrall to the elder primal. That fiend should deign to choose him of all men, even in full knowledge of the shade's true nature, would be hard pressed to weather such a confrontation. Yet, what agonies must the young mistress have endured? Such torment did she never deserve. Mayhap 'twould better if Lady Alice did absence herself from the future forays into the coils. That won't stop her. I had come too far to surrender to the grief, Uriange. My lady, I am resolved to defeat these fiends, and naught shall sway me from my path. Now let us peer more deeply into the well of our discoveries. As you wish, my lady. By your leave, I would speak of the first coil's late guardian, Nell Van Darnus. Van Darnus was a legatus of the Agarlian Empire who strove to bring about Eorzea's final destruction, only to fall even as the sixth sun did set. If thou hast heard the tales of the White Raven, then he is of whom they speak. I, he, for I say, Niall, sir, was for a certain no maid. Me? Yes. Him? No. The noble house of Von Darnus, as we all discovered all too late, had long safeguarded the wisdom of ancient Alec. 'Twas thus the legatus came to learn the true nature of Dahlmood, and seek to employ the Red Moon as a weapon against Eorzea. You are correct in that, Sebby! But the crystal tower and the mechanism required to command the satellite yet lay hidden beneath the ground, compelling Nels to construct a far less subtle mechanism. Yeah, exactly, Apocalypse. In his first faltering attempts to communicate with Dahlmood, he likely did rouse the satellite's slumbering prisoner. Thenceforth did White Raven's soul belonged to Bahamut. He was fortunate indeed to acquire so powerful a thrall by chance. It's little wonder he was so loath to part with him. Why let a simple thing like death deprive one of so useful a pawn? Though we may accuse him of bungling Vandaris' resurrection, I dare say Bahamut was content to have a handmaiden as a manservant. I only hope the 2 thralls we encountered were the extent of his flock. Yet I cannot help but dwell on Nell's words, those beloved children of whom he spoke. I assumed at first that he referred to the moon's beastly guardians, but should Bahamut have enslaved other mortals, we must needs remove this source of worship. Otherwise, our efforts to disable the coils shall be for naught. Forgive me mine indelicacy, my lady. Thou art wise to... indeed to speak of expunging the primal thralls, but canst thou truly pursue a course which will cost thee thy own grandsire? My heart and mind are as one on this matter. Grandfather's salvation can be won, but by a single method, the destruction of Bahamut and aught that may serve to sustain him. Ishnai, while Urianger and I endeavor to ascertain the existence of any further thralls, I suggest you grant yourself a moment's reprieve, and that I won't. Rest assured that I'll contact you the moment I need your inimitable talents. That we have achieved so much, I owe to you. I fear, however, that our trials have barely begun. I figured. Though time has dulled the pain of thy passing, I find that I am wounded afresh. Master Louisoix, what good shall come of this unending search for knowledge and truth? Long have I believed the pursuit of such treasures to be the duty of every true Charlian. Yet, when each new revelation serveth only to heap further anguish upon those whom we would fain protect, must we truly reach for more? So you found your resolve, dear sister. Thanks for not being hiding. Will you now find a use for the secret? For the key that only you and I hold? Given our familial propensity for curiosity, you would do well to remember that keys may serve to seal doors as well as unlock them, and Bahamut is most unwelcome guest, to whom the door should never have been opened. You can handle the truth. You sure about that? Urianger would speak. How could you what? Alpha, no, I know you are a, short king, but sneaky trying to. Alright. Man is wont to cast light, whereas so secrets lie in darkness, hid in darkness. Though that which he illumineth seldom bringeth joy, so it is with such unhappy truths as Bahamut's immense shadow doth conceal. Yet ever onward forages Mistress Alizé, undeterred by the burden of knowledge that weighed heavy on her heart. It's a perilous path she has chosen, and a painful one. I pray thee, Ishnai, remain by her side as her valiant blade, that she might see your quest to its conclusion. I am here, yes. I am here until I am not. Ishnai, it is well you are here. My lady, how might I serve you this day? I have met with some difficulty on my mission, Urianger, and I should be grateful for your counsel. As you know, Bahamut's physical form is regenerating beneath Cartano Flats as we speak. If we are to prevent his return, we must needs disable the 2 remaining Innerturum husks that sustain him. Every moment our mission is delayed, the realm is pushed closer to the brink of destruction. Alas, though I have determined the location of the fragments of Dalmud leading to the hulks, I have unable to find a way to enter them. Hit them. And by gaining admittance is but the first step to your perilous undertaking. When last thou descended into Bahamut's subterranean fastness, thou didst discover this thou not, that the dreaded primal is bound to the shade of now Van Darnus onto as well. We're going back over this because usually there's a big gap between the two updates, so people are back up to speed. And though thou didst consign the fallen legatus to his blessed oblivion, thou mayst recall the pious wretch was not alone. Doubtless, doubt not, but the Bahamut's other thralls seek to hinder thy passage. So join the club. I have a list of people who are here to hinder me. You can say his name, Urianger. I have not forgotten that my grandfather is waiting for us. My lady, I would remind you, as I must oft remind myself, the man whom we both loved and revered is no more. What remaineth is but a shade which defileth his memory. The vile verbiage that spilleth from his lips must not be heeded, for it cometh not from your grandsire, but Bahamut himself. You need not worry, Urianger. Come what may, I will not stray from the course. I will not let my grandfather's sacrifice be in vain. But mere words will not take us whither we must go, and as I said, I have been able to find a way to enter the fragments of Dalmud. My lady, might I suggest that you visit the fragments again in Ishnai's company? Full off hath the Warrior of Light set events in motion by virtue of her presence alone. Oh, so you're saying I am a plot convenience. 'Tis possible she may do so again. I have no other logical way of continuing this plot. Just put my character here. I shall search for answers of my own. By our efforts combined, I am full sure that I am the path should reveal to us ere long. Were it anyone else, I'd question your wisdom of such advice. Yet I cannot deny that what you say about Ishnai is true. Yes. I am the passive observer by which everything happens to me and I must react. Very well, I shall do as you suggest. Assuming you have no objections, of course. Good. I am a passive hero. Now we must seek an entry to the two fragments of Dalmud. One lies at the burning wall in eastern Thanlan, and the other the singing shards in Mordona. I left an assistant in each location with instructions to continue searching for a means of ingress. It's not possible that they have since found something useful to us. Let's begin by visiting my man, at Burning Wall. Dix. Deeks. I meant Deeks. The name is Deeks. Look, they decided to name it D-E-K-S. If you're expecting me to immediately read it as Deeks, you fucking don't know me well enough. Cannot fly any higher. Can I fly any fucking faster? I say you're not Mistress Ciarfox, my lady's most faithful companion? Sinus, madame, at your service. May I say what an honor it is to meet you. Aren't you all in at the Louisois, mansion when I go over to this, Charlian? How goes the survey, Deeks? My lady. It shames me to say that I have found no viable path to the fragment. Though it stands there before our very eyes, the way thither has far proven impassable. When the fragment fell and pierced the land, it caused prodigious amounts of aether to spill forth. 'Twas this that gave rise to the land's twisted lay, which seems to be destined to thwart our efforts. Even if there were an opening to exist, I fear we would struggle to reach it. Excuse me while I just walk up there. We cannot give up, keep trying. Yet, so near yet so far. Well, it avails us not to stand here and stare at the thing. Let us away to Mordona and try the other fragment. Perhaps Sinus has fared better. Oh, they've got... this isn't Deeks, it's Sinus. She's... There's twins! And she's getting the twins wrong. Upon that note, my lady, there's something I must tell you. I'm sorry to report that I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. As you know, the Singing Shards are home to many fell creatures, orcs among them. Well, I do not wish to cause you undue alarm, but I fear something unspeakable may have happened to Deeks. What? Why didn't you give me strength? You must hurry to my assistant's aid, Ishnai. I would say, the other question is, has y'all heard of Pearl Links? The Singing Shards are home to a host of, fell creatures, orcs among them. If you'd be too much trouble, I would be most grateful if you find my brother and keep my lady safe. Really? Really, game? You torture me? Torture me? One of them has hair and the other one does not. Really, Alize? Thank you, adventurer. For a moment there, I feared my bones were to be ground up and used to bake bread. What? I'm relieved to see that you're no harm. It was wrong of me to press such a dangerous task upon you. But my lady, your worries are wasted on me. 'Twas nothing at all, I assure you. Ahem, if it please you, I shall report on my findings. As you can see, though the tip of the fragment is exposed, the rest is encased in rock and crystal, rendering it impossible to enter the structure. We might try excavating the area around the fragment, but it's like to take time, and it's no really telling how deep we may need to dig before we find a suitable point of ingress. As such, I am forced to conclude that by gaining entry to this fragment is unrealistic. Forgive me, my lady. Confound it, we are losing precious time. What are we to do now? 'Tis I, Uriange. Say we do have a pearl lake. Glad tidings I have for thee and my lady. For a blessing, a way has been found which thou may enter the remaining fragments of Dalmud. Pray, escort Mistress Alize to the ceruleum processing plant in northern Thanalan. There shall all be clear. Uriange has found a way? Ooh, then we must go to him at once. Needn't linger on my account. Should Master Uriange's method prove viable, rest assured I shall put many malms between myself and this place. Sorry. My god, Horiange is outside of the Waking Sands! At least in, in a time before, you know, Shadowbringers and the other stuff. My apologies for summoning you thus far from far away. Afar, my lady, but 'tis here that your journey may finally begin. I did wonder. To my knowledge, there are no fragments in northern Dunlan. Nor are you mistaken, my lady. Yet a pathway doth exist, one which you yourself have made use of in the past. At the conclusion of your several forays into the binding coil, 'twas at the crystal formation which lieth to the north of this place that you emerge, was it not? Yes, an ethereal stream bore us back to the surface. That much I had surmised. Are you suggesting we could use it to return underground? Even if that were possible, it would not simply bear us back to those places where we've already explored? It indeed not, my lady. Pray, allow me to explain. Upon the evidence of your experience, it seemeth plain the two interment husks may share the self-same ethereal ingress. From this, we did infer that others may connected in likewise. Thus did we labor long to verify the existence of further tributaries to the self-same stream, in which task we were at least successful. 'Twas then but a matter of arriving at a solution to the problem of traveling to an unattuned destination. That one might reach what we may call headwater, we propose to employ a modified aetherite, which serveth to amplify such ripples as it do originate from said source. By focusing one's essence on the rippling waters, it should be possible to make the journey. Yet be fairly warned, my lady, as this is untried modes of ethereal travel. This method entails considerable danger. Merely to attempt the voyage could cost your life. Oh, she'll be fine. We'll both be fine. Everything will be fine. That is the risk I'm willing to take. You're brilliant, Urianger. Yes, he is. But I am curious. Did you have assistance in forming this plan? I could not have helped but notice you repeated the use of the word we. Unless you've taken to using the majestic plural in our absence. Nay, my lady. If, as you've correctly surmised, I was not alone in this endeavor. Meaning there are others who are aware of our mission. Well, it cannot be helped now. Preventing Bahamut's return is what matters. If some secrecy must be sacrificed to achieve our goal, then so be it. Say, Alphino, are you hiding somewhere in the background being, you know, creepy? Oh my god, those are the Crystal Braves. 'Twas not my wish to withhold knowledge of aid I received. Pray that Mistress Alice will forgive when she learneth of the source, her brother. Or are those of the Black Flag? I mean, it's a not Black Flag. Flame, Immortal Flames. Yeah. So that must be the modified Aether, right? But what are the Mortal Flames doing here? Those men may be sworn flames of Udall, but they are first and foremost faithful retainers of the House Levier. God damn it. Alphino! So it was you who helped Urianger. The timing between the... Who else could it have been, dear sister? Lest you worry, I have no intention of making the details of your venture public. Like you, I would prefer to avoid causing a panic. But given what is at stake, namely the survival of this realm, one must be willing to accept help when it is offered. Would you not agree? At the very least, do not be cross with Urianger. 'Twas at my behest that he kept silent, and me too. Humph, we'll speak later. Andre is always put in this position of having to lie to people. Even though he hates it. I'm sorry, Horiange, God. Pray, forgive me, my lady, but knowing full well your intent, I judged it met that Master Alphino be informed. Though your grandsire hath become Bahamut's thrall, his noble blood courses yet through both your veins. And if he must needs be struck down. Did you hear that, Alphino? I mean to strike down grandfather, and when I have done so, I shall banish Bahamut to the Aether. Nothing you will say will sway me from my course. I will protect Eorzea, and I will uphold grandfather's legacy. Grandfather's legacy? So you still do not know what you yourself desire. Alphino, that is absolutely fucking rich coming from you currently. If I remember the Realm Reborn version of you. Your actions are still very driven by borrowed resolve. Borrowed resolve? What does that have to do with anything? Protecting Eorzea was grandfather's goal, and we've made it ours. Both of us. That's why we came here, unless you have forgotten. Gods forbid I should ever forget, Alize, but you misunderstand. I do not question your resolve, only whence it came. If it were your own, you would be able to tell me precisely why you desire so fervently to protect Eorzea. Yet you cannot, for it is not your resolve, but grandfather's. You may struggle to see the difference, but borrowed resolve shall never be as strong as that which springs from within. But let us speak of this another time. For now, prevent Bahamut's return is all that matters. To be plain, I have no objection to striking down whatever is left of grandfather. No, however, I will be accompanying you this time. As the son of House of Leviar, will be present in his final moments. Prefer not to die. Yeah, I know, right? Very well. You may join us on one condition. I make the decisions. What am I here for? I'm a sellsword. How about this? In the end, I will override any of y'all decisions. If it pleases milady, the name's Eric Grad. Our preparations are about to be complete. When you're ready to embark on your mission, just give me the word and we'll be waiting for you at Cerulean Processing Plant. Pay no heed to my brother. You can rely on me. I pay no heed to him because I know that I can't rely on either of you. You've come this far together, you and I, and together we shall see your journey to its end. If 3 is another fucking maze, I'm ending it for tonight. I've been waiting for you, Mr. Ciarfox. I'm pleased to say that the Aetherites primed and ready. As you know, the remaining interment hulks are connected to fragments in the Eastern Thanland and Mordona. It's only to the former we've been sending you first. Now, you'll be starting inside the Hulk, meaning you don't have to cover so much ground. The drawback is being you have to fight for your life from the moment you get there. Best be prepared for anything for Milady's sake, if not your own. That's all I can tell you. When your preparations are in order, just give the word. I'll send you on your way. I may even throw in a prayer for your speedy return, just to be on the safe side. Pray to me? Okay. One second, y'all. I know, right? Who will take care of the kitties? Who will take care of the kitties? You have to live for the kitties. Central Dex, 4,560 yalms. So this is how it looks on the inside. It is bigger, isn't it? The interim hub still functions. The teleportation was a success. We have come to the right place. There's no telling how much further Bahamut has regenerated since we last beheld him. Let us make haste to the main bridge and deactivate the coil. There were receptacles similar to this in the previous Hulk. Those held Chimera beasts, but only the Alligans knew what the other abominations may sleep within. They may well be a part of Dalmud's internal defenses. We must stay on our guard at all times. I figured as much. I'd be sad if you went. After all, we will be able to share cat stuff with each other. And I don't get to hear about your cats. So I try and get here without being seen? Is that the gist of it? Yeah, I'm too lazy. Or that high enough level that they're like, I don't care. You can be sad, but my kitties shouldn't. Aw. I'm not even gonna bother trying to say that name. Oh god. Reproduce within a few seconds. Yep. on. There we go. Ba 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 ba. They're gonna be captured. By the 12, the dragons. That's so many. Pa 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 pa. We are aware that Alligans possess the means to control the creatures, but to imprison them thus is barbaric. Would not wish such a face upon my worst enemy. 'Tis plain that no love was lost between the Alligans and the dragons, but was it truly necessary to keep so great a number here? Damo did not want for defenses. This we have experienced firsthand. Such guardians of the Alligans created, both living and unliving, were surely no less capable of repelling intruders than these poor creatures. Tell me something, Alice. Have you not managed to determine by whose will Bahamut exists? No, I have not. It's... The dragons. At first I assumed that Bahamut had no people of its own, that the Alligans had perhaps discovered a way to simulate prayer itself. However, Null's words gave me cause to reconsider, specifically the Shade's mention of Bahamut's beloved children. From that I infer that the primal was given form by the will of worshippers, whom we have yet to... Oh. God, strike me down for a blind fool. Bahamut's beloved children, right there before my very eyes. How could it be so stupid? Who else but dragons of Eld would summon Bahamut? Who else could sustain him? And to think, I wondered why the Alligans kept them in prison here. Even should the flame of Bahamut's life go out, his faithful children will summon him back. For this reason, the Allican Empire kept an army of dragons here in a perpetual state of duress, that they might sustain the primal's existence. Truly Alligan's ingenuity knew no bounds, neither did their cruelty. Small wonder that Bahamut was so enraged. And no one deny it was man who sowed the seeds of the calamity. Will you now turn your hatred towards our own kind, dear sister? Don't patronize me, Alphino. I merely acknowledge our guilt. Lest you be any doubt, I have no intention of allowing Bahamut to lay the world to waste, regardless of the atrocities the Alligans committed by his kin. Against his kin. We have no choice but to eliminate all who worship him, be they as his children or his thralls. It seems reasonable to assume that the system responsible for the primal's regeneration is also responsible for sustaining the captive dragons. If we disable it, all should perish. Let us press on. 6,835 yalms. Regeneration grid. In that cage. Let me out, let me out, let me out! Please don't be a... I just realized... No, no, it's usually turn 3 that's the stupid... maze. Bum. Oh, that is an insta-kill. Okay. Figured it was just gonna stop me. Can't go any further down. Okay. Am I supposed to stand on them for a certain amount of time? Kind of like... Okay. Kind of like the Dalmud... Not, Dalmud, the keep. So basically, slow you the fuck down. Get to stand here, and just stand here, and just stand here. Most entertaining, you know, boss fight. I mean, Foil. Do I have to... Will I really need 2 people for that? Nope. Guess I gotta die. Bye, baby. Did I go this way already? Yep, damn it. Stand there and do nothing. Just hit me! Hit me! Hit me! No cat. This is a metal dragon. Look at that. Yeah. Then. There we go. I mean, technically it does kind of have blue eyes. Then it's the ultimate form, which has 3 heads. Elze, come on. Why, this looks like a model of Dalmud, yes. For millennia, Bahamut must have gazed at this unchanging view, trapped inside a prison that was scarcely large enough to contain him, unable to move, denied the release of death. How his hatred for man must have burned. Night, Haru! And that hatred found an ideal vessel in Nal Van Darnus. In many ways, Bahamut is to be pitied, not loathed. But knowing the true extent of his fury, I'm more convinced than ever the necessity of our endeavor. Besides, his is not the only soul that cries out for vengeance. You run down here to mend. All the way down there, damn. Yeah, let's... Please don't let the third one be a fucking maze!
Gods, he is almost whole again.
Oh god, it's LSA's old voice. And oh my god, they actually have voices on here. Why can't they have it with any of the others? 8,872. Well, you can't have the 8888 or the 666.
His size is staggering. I can scarce imagine how grandfather.
It's Alvino's old voices.
This cannot be allowed to proceed any further. Let us disable the coil and move on. Grandfather.
It's no longer your I'll say.
That man is dead. I will not dishonor my beloved grandsire's memory by calling you such. You are but his twisted shade, the thrall of a mad primal.
You were foolish to disregard my warning, child. Are you so convinced of your own righteousness?
Sure. Especially when you stare at me with those red glowing eyes.
Of our path that led us to return. Eorzea will never be safe whilst Bahamut remains to threaten all we hold dear. What of the hero who gave his life in defense of the realm? Do you truly dispute the justice of our cause?
My poor, ignorant grandchildren. Your world is shaped by naught but recent conflict. Listen, and I will speak to you of justice.
Sorry, I'll be over here going to sleep.
'Twas in the twilight of the Third Astral Era. The southern land of Mericidia suffered invasion at the hands of the Alagon Empire. With no atrocity too depraved for their purpose,
Tiamat.
the forces of Alec were
Summon
unstoppable
Bahamut.
in their advance.
Because he was killed. McGon's sword.
Desperate for salvation, the dragons prayed to one of their first brood, to their ancestor Bahamut. Infused by the power of their fervent supplications, Bahamut arose from the abyss of death and took wing as the Mericidians' newborn god. Yet this great miracle would only serve to further the maniacal designs of the dragon's imperial conquerors. The cruel fetters which bind my lord stand testament to the Alagon's boundless greed and hubris.
Yeah, but they're dead! They're destroyed! They don't exist anymore!
I once summoned the 12 in an attempt to forestall the advent of the 7th Umbral Era.
Yeah, they didn't come.
What then did the dragons of Mericidia do that I did not? Wherefore are they accursed and I exalted?
Well, where to start?
'Tis man's overweening belief in his own primacy that blinds him to the commonness of his condition and the truth of his own tyranny.
Uh-huh.
as long as man is suffered to remain. The dragons shall never be at peace.
I beg to differ, but I mean...
Only when the plague of people has been expunged shall the children of Lord Bahamut be free. Then shall the world know true justice.
Stop it! Grandfather would never say such things. His belief that people were worth saving never faltered. He had faith in their strength, that they could stand together and push back against the darkness seeking to shape them.
A false hope. 'Tis folly to place one's faith in so flawed a race.
Yeah.
Stand together? Huh. They would first need to agree on which direction to face.
Well, Endwalker kind of proved it,
If
but
history
I mean, this
teaches
is
us
the
anything,
beginning.
It is
This
that
realm
man
reward.
cannot find common ground between his own 2 feet. Even you, twins whose veins run with the same blood, struggle to fathom each other's reasoning. You hide your differing agendas behind the convenient banner of Eorzea's salvation. Given your obvious self-interest, can you truly claim no kinship with the Olligons?
Well, how about you?
And though I hope they might bring you closer, 'twould seem that the twin grimoires I bestowed upon
Grimoires.
you were a wasted gesture.
There may well be truth in your judgment of Alize and me, but such a one-sided tirade bemoaning the evils of man rings false, coming from the lips of Archon Louisoix. Tell me, do you champion the cause of dragons because Bahamut compels you as his thrall? Or is it because you yourself have transcended the limits of man's existence?
Ah, so the possibility did not escape your notice. What I prayed for, and what I have become. These are the keys that unlock the truth behind Eorzea's rebirth.
But that involves killing everything. He's become a god.
If you would have them, then you must needs take them by force.
Okay!
Come.
Let's kill
rend this
Grandpa!
divine form asunder and claim your answers.
Kill your grandpa! Kill your grandpa! Oh, don't phoenix me.
But I thought... No. He has become a primal?
Yes. Keep up.
It is difficult, I know, but you must accept it. That entity is no phantom or imposter. It is our beloved grandsire.
It is Shiva all over again.
For his sake and for ours, you must defeat our grandfather.
That was the plan, yes. Yes. The plan hasn't changed. Plan definitely has not changed from the last time I decided to walk in here. I do not know what that is. But I feel like I should keep moving. Invulnerable, of course. Goddamn invulnerable. States. I mean, you keep, you know, rebirthing him, and it just keeps going poof. Yeah, I know. Murder Grandpa! No clue.
Grandfather is truly gone this time. But better it end this way than the alternative.
I am yet here, Alice, my dear, sweet granddaughter.
Stab him again! Stab him again! Stab him again!
I must thank you, warrior of light. Without your valor, I might never have broken free of Bahamut's control.
Well, he's about to stab you like he did the other lady, sir, guy.
These last few moments are mine, to live as the man I once was.
This is all that I wanted. Yet, now that it is happening, I find myself struggling to believe it. Is it really you?
Grandfather, pray forgive me my insolence. It was not my intent to demean you.
Forgive you? I am proud of you, child. You were wise enough to deduce the manner of creature I had become. Alfino, Alize, if any here should beg forgiveness, it is I.
Grandfather, I must ask, will you not tell us what befell during the calamity?
Yes.
These are long last few moments.
Far to hear the truth.
And then you'll be stabbed before you can finish.
Let us then begin the tale at the Battle of Cartano, where clashed the forces of the Garlean Empire and the Eorzean Alliance. 'Twas there in the sky above the surging armies that the elder primal Bahamut broke free of the Red Moon Dalamut.
You know he's rebuilding himself currently.
In an effort to contain this avatar of destruction, I called upon the 12 to aid me in the creation of a prison of ether. But Bahamut would not be caged by such feeble bars. Too vast was his might, too fierce his rage. Little choice remained to me. I used the last of my strength to entrust our hope unto the future, and prepared to meet my end.
You shouldn't have entrusted the future with me. I mean, I know I've done right so far, but, That's a fluke. Magdalene! Oh, he Kamehameha. Oh, no. Similar. Holding up the step. Look at him go! Oh my god! Damn! Damn! Yeah, I know, right? Actually, I haven't seen past the pain arc, so I wouldn't know, but it just feels... Did you soar through the dragon? Damn, old man! Well done! Well goddamn done! He saved us. He saved us. Just that whole area got destroyed.
As you have no doubt surmised, I did not perish. When the cage built from the essences of the 12 was destroyed, the sky was filled with a colossal cloud of ether.
Yes.
This drifting energy responded to the prayers of those fighting below, and to my own desperate wish that the dying realm be saved by infusing me with the power of a primal.
Hence why it was called Realm Reborn.
I became the immortal phoenix.
Except not really.
Symbol of rebirth.
Except I killed him.
Rising into the sky, I struck Bahamut with all my newfound strength. The blow
Night,
shattered his
Sabby.
earthly
Hope you sleep
form,
well.
and a shower
Love you, hon.
of ether rained down upon the land. Thus began the rejuvenation of Eorzea. Believing the deed done, I relinquished my hold on that staggering energy, desirous that it should be returned to the realm without delay.
Oh, wow.
But I had not reckoned on Bahamut's tenacious will. Even as he teetered upon the cusp of oblivion, the dragon reached out to claim me. Alas, within my fast fading form, enough remained of the Phoenix's energy to offer Bahamut a hold, and he dragged me along in his wake.
And thus began your existence as the Elder Primal's thrall.
I cannot help but wonder at his will to survive. Though he was all but obliterated, Bahamut found a way to seize the power you surrendered. That would explain why part of his physical form survived to be entombed underground.
It would also explain why Eorzea was so terribly warped. Even as the land sought to restore itself, the returning flow of ether was cut off.
Very good. When his grip on existence was once again secured, Bahamut did not cease his feast until he had consumed
he's a primal.
every last mote of ether that yet floated in the air.
And still he was not fully restored.
You must remember that by this time, much of the freed ether had already returned to the land. That which remained was not sufficient to reconstruct so massive a form in its entirety. But there did not need to be, not for a being sustained by the marvels of Allagan technology. As long as
Walking
some
tour of
piece
how to say Allagan.
Bahamut persists, the Coils will seek it out and continue their regenerative task. The fragments of Dalamud appear motionless from the surface, but deep beneath the ground they had been searching, tunneling through rock and soil towards their escaped prisoner.
Creepy!
And, as you have observed for yourselves, they found his heart. Warrior of Light, heed me. You must put a stop to Bahamut's regeneration.
Bitch, you didn't need to say anything. I was gonna do it anyways.
Whether it be for man or for dragonkind. The question of justice is irrelevant. The Elder Primal will leave.
Do you think I'm gonna get, philosophical about this? I was just gonna kill things.
And ours. I beg you to defend Eorzea.
What do you think I've been doing?
Guide its people to the future they yet struggle to find.
One more to go.
This portal will take you to the final internment hulk. 'Tis time for the tale of Bahamut and his part in the calamity to come to an end. Alvino, Alize, pray, come closer.
Head pats, head pats, head pats for the twins, head pats for the twins. Oh, they're so short.
Your hopes and dreams must no longer be an extension of mine. You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm, your own meaning in this sea of chaos.
Of course, I won't listen to my brother saying this, but since my grandfather said this...
Will you do that for me?
Of course, Grandfather. I have already made it my mission to see this newborn Eorzea survive
that tends to be for
and
most people.
flourish.
If my mother tells me something, that's wise and things, you don't listen until somebody else tells me.
Alize, while I was yet enthralled to Bahamut, you spoke of my faith in man's strength. Know that your words reached me, imprisoned though my soul still was. So forceful was your conviction, I wonder if that belief has not become your own. Perhaps, after all your anger and sorrow was spent, you found something greater within you.
Spite?
See this fight to its culmination. 'Tis also your strength, in which I have faith.
You shouldn't. I'm just here. I am literally...
Thank you
sword, point me in the direction.
for everything. Pray, take your rest, Grandfather. You deserve it.
records
the
of an
headpads?
art that allowed one to summon the power of a primal from the essence of its demise.
Creation
And
magic?
though I am no true primal, all that I have left, I give to you.
Oh no.
Alvino. Alize. My darling grandchildren. May light's blessings ever keep and protect you.
I don't know. We all killed Heidelin, so yeah. Who's blessing us now, bitch?
Come, warrior of light. Our task remains undone.
You being my task. Y'all are just here for set dressing. It's 3, okay. Burning heart. I mean, it looks pretty not burning right now, but I mean, being that I can also, you know, have fair fire, it will be burning.
'Twas a long and arduous road, but
Was
at
it?
last we reach its end.
I guess.
Farewell, Bahamut. I banish you back to the ether.
Bullshit! I'm the one doing all this work!
He is not yet whole. I did not think him capable.
We'll keep standing there so he can continue to be capable. Oh no! Fire!
Alize! Alize!
Keeping me from... Good guard protecting
I
them.
had thought it finally over.
Yeah! You made, you know, could have fucking dodged.
We'll not survive another blast.
I think I am here.
No. Is this how I honor my promise to grandfather?
Take your time, Bahamut!
You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm.
Good that it took you such a
Your
short amount of
own
time to
meaning
find it.
In this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
I will, grandfather. In fact, I believe I already have.
How? When?
That reason has been with me all along, guiding me. Eorzea's blade of light, shearing through endless shrouds of darkness.
If you're saying it's me, I think you're...
I have been shown
Yeah, I know,
the
right?
miraculous feats of which we are all capable, of which I am capable.
Bullshit! I've been doing all this!
Bahamut, you have wreaked enough havoc.
Yeah, just send my blade this way. Can you?
I will not let your wrathful fires consume all that we know and love.
Yeah! My servant! Go and do this for me! Fight to the death for you. Thank you! Yeah, except I summon Grandpa? Okay. Don't moan like that, please, Alize. You're underage.
How long I have waited to hear you say that. You have found your resolve at last.
I'm not touching this.
Let me join my strength to yours.
Also, I'm surprised they have they're bloody slightly. Or is that the flame just reflecting just right?
In this moment, our purpose has become one.
Sure. I don't feel like this power of friendship and resolve exactly worked out very well.
For the future of Eorzea!
Cheesy! I know, right? Now can I go beat the bad guy?
This last task is yours, Warrior of Light.
Thanks! I knew it was gonna be.
Crystal core.
I know, right? They had to practice on that time game. Huh? I know that you're showing lights of people appearing, but that's just me. I'm here all alone. No, it's a bad dragon. Oh no, he flashed me. Sorry, I couldn't help but just slow reveal and open. He's trying to flash me! Ah! Okay, I'm going crazy at this point. I think having to do the, do the maze parts of the other stuff has drawn me insane. Ah! No, there's... I don't... Oh, this is like... Oh, it's the same song. They're reusing the song from... Keep sending your children to me so I can kill them! Your worshippers. Okay, come on. Come on! All these are so many bad dragons. Come on! I was just guessing that would get rid of the... thing that wouldn't let me magic. Is that getting bigger? You're about to flare. You're about to miss! Everything's on fire again. There's a level of demonic that looked like. With that lighting and everything. Okay, that is badass.
You did it!
No. I mean, yes. Thank God I haven't met your mother yet, so she can't murder me. Can you stop staring and just, you know, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. You destroyed the big bad dragon. Why is... Yeah, I was gonna say. Why is my girlfriend throwing all my shit out of the house?
Remains.
We're gonna keep staring at it, though.
With this last coil disabled, there shall be naught left to bind Bahamut to this world. His beloved children will finally know peace.
Yes, why are we pulling this off? Putting this off. Do it! Do it! Do it! Stop the dragon's heart. Stop your elder's heart. And the crystal used to bring him back. Dragon dust.
'Tis done. He is truly gone.
I mean, no, he's not. There's a lunar Bahamut that comes along, and then
You knew, didn't you? You knew what Grandfather had become.
I was not certain, but from all I had gleaned, it seemed a distinct possibility. The scene people describe of the Battle of Cartano was one of unimaginable devastation, and 'tis through the combined prayers of the desperate and an abundant source of ether that primals are born. I merely put two and two together.
And you consider that a sufficient explanation?
ah,
Well, however you stumbled across your theory, 'twas this revelation that made you wary of my attachment to Grandfather.
yes.
You feared that in my obsession, I would fall under his primal sway. Is that why you decided to join us? To pull me back should I show signs of wavering?
Look, I was gonna beat her until she behaved again. You didn't have to worry about that, Alphino.
Pray forgive me, sister. I wished only to protect you. Yet I see now that I needn't have doubted the strength of your conviction. May I ask you a question? What do you now intend to do with the truth you have uncovered?
Which particular truth was that, brother? The fact that desperate prayer gave rise to the primal phoenix? That this new god was responsible for setting Eorzea on the path to rebirth? Should such a tale become common knowledge, people would soon offer up their prayers in earnest. They would beseech Phoenix to complete the healing that was begun.
Yet as you and I know all too well, the very act of calling forth this savior would do more harm to the land than good.
In other words, we tell no
cannot
one.
encourage such worship for this very reason. Were Grandfather forced
We'll
to
act like this
return as an
never
ether-draining
happened.
primal, it would undo all that he had worked to protect. Your abiding love for him was the key that unlocked the truth of the calamity. But keys may also serve to seal doors that were best left unopened.
Hide the truth. Hide the truth. Good that we're having this conversation in front of me and not asking for my
Let
input.
your love now guide your actions, and lock away deep inside the fate of both Grandfather and Bahamut.
So how much are you gonna pay me to not say anything? Sorry.
Fear not, Alphino. I understand what must be done.
Take over the world?
The realm need not know the truth for it to be saved.
Take over the world?
That the Elder Primal is banished, to return no more. That is enough.
No! He'll be back!
Let us make our way back to the surface. Poor Oriange must be beside himself with worry.
No, Balthasar is fine. That was the original voice. Yonche. I don't think they have his voice in here past that. But from Final Fantasy 12, the Sky Pirate dude. In spite of your presence, I must confess that there are moments when I feared the worst. Fuck you! But in the end, you plucked us from the flames and bore us safe unto victory. I don't know! Y'all did that whole dance routine thing that also saved them yourselves. Just as you always have. As for Alize, I've never been more proud to call her my sister. Alize would bring the tale of the suffering Emerald calamity to a close. And here we are again. After that descended to darkness, the desolation of the northern Thanlan seems paradisical. As promised, I shan't reveal the truth of the calamity to a single soul. However, the nations of Eorzea will require certain assurances that threat of a new primal is gone. Kept in the dark over long, it is only a matter of time before they seek answers of their own accord. Let us recommend that fragments of Bahamut are sealed off, that the truth may be rest undisturbed. You know that's not going to stop people. And also the small fact that, at least in Endwalker, we send people there to pick up metal from there. But first we must go and report to Urianger. You would not do to keep him in suspense. I dare say we will find him pacing up and down the cerulean processing plant. Oh, so we will return to the Waking Sands. Yet. Let's go to the cerulean processing plant and report to Urianger. It would not do to keep him in suspense. Well, I will leave him in suspense if he makes me go back to the goddamn Waking Sands. Though I want to go back there anyways when he does, so that I can see what his talky response is. Ah, the Warrior of Light returneth undimmed from the depths of darkness. Yes. By thy triumphant bearing, I take it thou hast succeeded in thy mission, and yet thou art alone. Mistake me not, dear friend. Full glad I am of thy safe return. Yeah, sure, that's what it sounds like. But pray, are Master Alphino and Mistress Alize? Where are... They're fine. They're a little... worn for wear. Here, my friend, forgive our lateness. We took the scenic route. Bahamut is no more. The realm is safe. Yeah, we're gonna keep that secret, but we're gonna talk as loud as possible so that, you know, everybody can hear. By the heavens, look at you. What horrors your young eyes must have seen. What suffering your young bodies must have borne. Urianger, stop mother henning. Pray tell me, where are you hurt? Your wounds must need be cleansed and dressed at once. I shall make you a poultice which quickly draweth. Be at ease, my friend. We are hale and whole, I assure you. It's just mostly our clothes that are dirty. We took a few tumbles and burned. The worst of our hurts are healed. I believe we have grandfather to thank for that. Master Louisoix, then you met with him once more. But wherefore should Bahamut's thrall seek to ease your suffering? I promise to reveal to you in due course, dear friend, but first there is a matter which requires our immediate attention. Returning to the Waking Sands? Now that Bahamut is defeated, we deem it best to bar entry to all the fragments of Bahamut. To this end, we will convince the nation's leaders that the danger is past, and invite their cooperation in ensuring that the fragments are never again disturbed. But they will be. Come, let us depart and seek an audience with them forthwith! A moment, sister. You need not burden yourself with this task. I mean, yeah, your art is so diplomatic. Might you not take this opportunity to rest? The gods knows you have earned it. But I am fine, brother. Besides, you have been through as much as I have. Oh, I see now. You would play your game of diplomacy and wish me out of the way. I mean, both of us will find that location, like, sitting at the tables boring. No, that could not be further from the truth, Alize. She knows. She knows! My lady, 'tis my earnest belief that your brother has your best interests at heart. Yeah, you'll get bored just like I would if we were sitting in on that. You've more than done your part, and he desireth but relieve you of a burden he might easily bear alone. I have some experience treating with dignitaries, you must allow, and as you never fail to remind me of my fondness for diplomacy, I feel it only right that I remind you of your aversion to it. Then it's settled. Urianger, pray make arrangements for a chocobo carriage. The ride should give us ample time to prepare a story. I know, it's just like... Alphino! Though our paths are different, we share the same goal, do we not? But of course, dear sister, that which we have just achieved together stands as a testament to that fact. Whatever path we choose to take, our hearts shall ever lead us the same end. Of that I am certain. And we won't see her until... Well, normally within the story, we won't see her until, like, the expansion. Thank you. But, of course, since we're already past that expansion, she has a new voice actress! Because Realm Reborn and Heavensward Onward is 2 different voice actresses. There's a place I would visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? I have nothing better to do, and I didn't face a big fight. She's a teenager. Can we not look at her like that? But first, I do believe a change in garments are in order. This won't take a moment. She's 16. Please, stop. Game. Now, this is an odd outfit to see you in. At least you change out of that outfit to a different one multiple times. The landscape is the same. Of course, there's no reason it would be otherwise. Though it would be poetic for the fragments to magically disappear, I am well aware they shall remain long after you and I are gone. Bitch, I plan to live forever. Oh! The symbol of the god that I murdered. I murdered all the gods. Except for one who decided to remain as immortal to still explore. The world may change irrevocably, but life shall ever go on. Of course, because I saved you from the Song of Oblivion. Let us take a closer look, shall we? Closer look. Are we going to the other locations? Or no, we're wandering up. I have no doubt that Alphino will do an admirable job of concealing the truth of the calamity. And we shall speak about it aloud multiple times in case nobody would be listening. And such truth as were revealed in those dark depths will never see the light of day, except when they will. I myself agree that it must be so. But the thought of the people of Eorzea shall forever remain ignorant of their savior, of your deeds. The injustice of it is almost too much for me to bear. Oh, trust me! My deeds, so many people will not shut up about, and I wish they'd leave me alone about. Besides... besides, if I was doing it to become famous, I'm not doing it to become famous, I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. How typical of you, Ishnai, ever the heroine. Even so, I cannot deny I feel better for your reassurance. In fact, I prefer people knew less of what I've been doing. More of what I've been doing. Alright, Fox, almost at the end of this, but I want you to know that I'll never forget. You're the one who freed Grandfather's soul and saved Eorzea from Bahamut's wrath, and I saved the entire world from the Song of Oblivion. Though these great deeds will never be remembered in song, the consequences will be felt evermore by every soul who calls this realm home. Chaser of the Mushroom. Yes, this spot will do. What? 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 Oh. For grandfather, Nile, and the dragons of Marisia. For all those who were taken by the calamity. At long last, our struggle with Bahamut is over, except when it isn't. The realm, given new life through prayers and sacrifices of countless souls, may look to a brighter tomorrow. That quack, yeah. When the dust of our adventures has settled, I shall embark on a journey to get shot by a poisoned arrow. I mean to find my own reason to fight for Eorzea. And when I do, I will fight with all my being. You have done so much for me, Ishnai. One day I hope to be able to repay you in kind. You won't? I have no doubt that you'll continue to help those in need and grow ever stronger in doing so. I know, right? Because nobody else seems to be able to do it. I shall endeavor to do the same, and if the 12 are kind, I murdered them. I hope one day to become Eorzea's sword in the darkness, as you are. Good luck. I murdered the gods. And Hydaelyn. And Zodiark. I have fulfilled every protagonist of Final Fantasy's goal of murdering gods. Come what may, you may rest assured I will not be outdone by Alphino. Sure. Give her a thumbs up! World of Assassinations. When we next meet, I promise I'll not disappoint you. You'll be shot with a poison arrow! Till that day, fare you well, my friend, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Am I not gonna walk her to town? Let me change this before I forget. And pray, let us return to the waking sands to see what— Wait, is Urianger still around here? No. What Urianger has to say about this. Okay, next Wednesday will be once again more Phasmophobia, I think, with Haru and Drunk Vulture. I shall continue this. What about the expedition? With Bahamut's banishment into the Aether, the seventh umbral eras come to an end sooth. In the abyssal depths of the dreaded primal thou did cast light upon the truth of Eorzea's rebirth. Yet until such time that as lasting peace does visit the realm, that knowledge must needs remain locked inside our hearts. Though the veil has been lifted from many and more mysteries, the haze which shrouded people's memory of the calamity yet eludeth explanation. I have but half-formed theories which I would share with thee if thou were willing to listen. When the combined might of the 12 failed to contain Bahamut, Master Louisoix mustered what strength remained of him, and entrusted our hope unto the future. It is my belief that he invoked the power of the Keeper, and sent Eorzea's champions to a place outside of time, beyond the reach of Primal's wrath. Taken whence they rightly existed, these individuals did leave behind a rent in the fabric of reality. At the selfsame juncture, Master Louisoix struck down Bahamut, thus triggering the realm's dramatic regeneration. The occurrence of these events in rapid succession, I theorize, gave rise to the people's clouded recollection of the calamity. Alas, I do not know. There is no known way to restore these lost memories. Let it be enough that the 7th Umbral Era is truly over, and people may finally turn towards a brighter future, assured in the knowledge that a new warrior of light walketh with them. That is an interesting thing. Alright. Like I said, Wednesday we'll be back with either Phasmophobia, if we're still enjoying doing it, which it sounds like we are. If not, we'll be doing Pal World. So, woo! But anyways, let me pull up. Chase... Sir the Mushroom. Alright, y'all. Night-night! Thank y'all for coming in. Alright, y'all, this was Ishnai Ciarfox. I hope you have a good day or night, whenever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. I don't know, I'm supposed to ask a question, I think, at the end of this. Which of the mazes did you love the most? In that goddamn raid? Or hell, which of the outfits did you prefer when I was sewing them off to Sabby? Alright, night, y'all. Love ya. Right now.